Hi, Claire Nielsen, vlog 48, Faith Walk Over 50. Today is the 30th of January 2022. I just kind of wanted to update a bit about um, God's kind of faithfulness, and also how what we get and may not always look like what we expect it to look like, and it might not happen for some time, but when it does, you just know that it's God. So one thing I just wanted to share about the job at the Beacon. So I'm not yet started, though obviously I'm still volunteering there. We're going through DBS and all that kind of stuff, and I haven't yet met this lady called Jo, who's going to be the assistant manager. But real kind of sense from what I'm being told, that there is a real, I don't know, it can only be God. It can only be God, in the sense that we don't have the same kind of skill sets. We're very different, but in very complementary ways. Like two jigsaw puzzle pieces fitting together is kind of how I see it. And down to the fact that the thing that I was most concerned about when they asked me what I was most concerned about, and I said, like, the conflict with the clients, though we do it, we don't necessarily relish it. That's not a problem for her, and just this real sense that I kind of knew, that God was saying to me that the manager's role was what if I want, he did keep saying to me, "Do you want it, Claire? Do you want it, Claire? Do you want it?" But if I did want it, that it was the manager's job that I was to get, and she apparently said that in her heart, what she really wanted was the assistant manager's job. Isn't that funny? So that's the way that it will be. So I'm looking forward to starting working with her and seeing how that plays out. Because like I say, it can only be God. And then I just wanted to share something that's kind of going on in my family. Years ago, I was shown a picture that I would be at the centre of my family, having felt very much on the outside for a long time, and that's the reality. I was always just felt on the outside. Not that I necessarily was, but that's how I felt. And what's interesting is my aunt, who I had a great privilege of spending most of lockdown with, not like seeing her every day, but I became the person that saw her the most frequently, because she was on her own and I was on my own, and we just shared time together. And last year I took her to Blackpool, Blackpool, Skegness, because she hadn't been able to go for a while, and we went. I used to go to. There's a pub called the Maypole, which is something which has a real memory significance in our family. She had a wedding reception there, which was 65 years before, so we're talking a long time ago, and it was a big significance for my grandparents and it was a very significant pub. So we would go there and just sit in the beer garden, and cause she's very much a fan of her beer, and it was just lovely. So we spent time together. Anyway, she's now in hospital, and today I'm going to go and see her. Now, we were told there were no visitors, so I'm going to go in on a carer's passport, effectively, because that's the only way that anyone can go, and I will be the nominated person to go and see her for the remainder of the time that she's in there, however long that is. But it's just this whole thing of, I would never have thought that being this focal point of my family, and it's not just my family as in the bit that I would see related to my mum and dad and stuff. This because this aunt is the widow of my dad's brother. So it's her family that have also see that I am the right person to go, and that there are just so many. I'm not fearful. I have no desire to go into hospital. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not fearful about going into that hospital because of COVID. That doesn't bother me. And if I'm the one that needs to go and be there with her, then that's and I know me being there will calm her down, because that's the nature of the kind of relationship we have. I just sit and listen to her and be with her. So so I know it's a good thing, but it was just this whole way of it playing out not as you expect. And I think it's just so easy to think things are going to be a certain way, and then they don't play out the way you think they're going to play out, and so you think, well, no, it was wrong, or it doesn't happen, and then it happens in a different way, and you just know in your heart that's what was meant. But that picture, that word, that that you understood it a certain way is not what it is, but you do know when it's right. And so I'll go in there today and be his hands and feet in that place, whatever that means. And bring peace. Anyway, just thought I'd share that, and speak to you soon. Bye bye.